Too late. Engine is already here.
What do we do?
Stop the truck.
What's even down there?
My home. Dusk, stay out of this.
Wait! Call!
Rodko! Rodko, they've cleared our northern line. They have an exo.
We'll take care of the wounded later. We have to stop them.
Let's go! Move! Over there!
Right.
Rodko.
You'll regret that. Clever boy. Ultra, fall back!
Fucking Silver.
Tell me, where's Adana?
Don't worry, Cahal. Your daughter didn't fight this battle.
How are your wounds?
Riddled with silver. They'll take days to heal. But things would have been far worse if you hadn't stepped in.
I just did what I had to do. Nothing more.
I honestly never thought I'd see your face again. Why'd you come back, Cahal?
I was worried about Adana. When I heard the cairn was being targeted, I had to come back for her. You know I couldn't stay. Not after what I did to Rafik.
I told you that your rightful place was at my side. And what you had done could be forgiven. But no. You chose to abandon us. Me, the cairn, your daughter.
Where is she, Rodko?
With Ava. Working undercover at the biggest Indran site in the Pacific Northwest. Best option available to us after the failure of our last mission.
Rodko, you let Adana infiltrate Indran? My fucking daughter? After what happened with her mother?
Your daughter is the best undercover agent I have. We will not win our fight for Gaia without first bringing Indran down. And with your daughter on the inside, we're closer than ever. She may not fight like we do, but she's every bit as strong. You should respect that. The work she's doing inside Indran is absolutely vital. More so after what their private fucking army just did to us. Though I'm afraid her work won't be able to stop Indran from retaliating against us. Not after our last mission.
Your last mission? What do you mean?
You remember the old abandoned mine not far from here? Indran bought it and turned it into a training center for their new recruits. I launched an attack to wipe them out, but Tank Girl stopped us. The woman you saw in the exo during the attack, she drove us back.
Tank Girl, you call her. I encountered her during my last mission. She was trying to buy silver bullets from an arms dealer. That's where I learned she was planning an attack on the cairn.
Major Grainer. That's the name her men give her. But to us, she's Tank Girl. And she leads Indran's troops with about as much grace. Their attack on the cairn was their first wave of revenge for our attack on the training center. We managed to repel them this time, but it's only a temporary victory. They might return at any moment. And Endron just keeps recruiting soldiers.
Then we've got to go back to the mine and destroy their training center. It's the only way to buy the cairn any sort of safety. No matter how brief.
Go back? No. Not until I'm well again. Then we can strike.
Tell me about Idana. How have you trained her?
Just as I promised you. I trained her to be a warrior. I taught her everything she needed to fight, to defend herself, so that we wouldn't see a repeat of what happened to Ludmilla.
Has she gone through her first change yet?
Not yet. And despite all my training, she never showed much inclination toward the wild side of things. She preferred to spend her time with Ava, studying humans, technology, and infiltration.
To walk in Ludmilla's footsteps.
That's right. And though it's not how I wanted to do things, it certainly paid off. She has proved to be an exceptional spy. Rest assured, though, Idana's just as much Garu as you or me. Her first change will come in time, no matter what path she chooses to take.
Tell me about Idana. How have you trained her?
Just as I...
You say that, but she's working undercover inside Endron's walls.
Idana decided that she could best aid our struggle through more covert means. It took me some time to come around, but she was right. She's a talented infiltrator, just like her mother. Rest assured, though, Idana's just as much Garu as you.
Tell me about Ava. How's she doing?
When you went into exile, she succeeded you as my lieutenant. She was ready and willing, but it was hardly a smooth transition. I was forced to make some concessions.
I can imagine. There are a lot of humans in the cairn. A lot more than when I was here.
Ava's lamb to mankind.
I'd heard about her group of activists. They're actually getting a lot of attention at the moment. Not sure if that's the best thing for the pack.
That's what I thought too, at first.
What do you mean?
For the longest time, I never trusted humans. But then I saw how they fought. How they stood strong for what they believed in. I saw their potential. Even I had to admit that Ava was right. The humans have been stalwart allies in our fight for Gaia. Now you've seen firsthand what Endron is doing to us. Our ranks grow thinner every year. Ava's humans aren't afraid to put their lives on the line for the planet. What more could I ask for? Until I'm healed, there's no way we can make a move on the training center.
I'll take care of that goddamn training center myself. You know I can handle it on my own.
No. You're no longer a part of this pack. It's my responsibility.
And how long will it take for you to get better? Days? Weeks? If they return, the cairn will fall.
Huh. I'll think about it. Go pay your respects to your Fen and come back to me. Then we'll talk about the mine.
And with that, welcome to Werewolf, the Apocalypse. Let's continue our journey from right where we left off. Been wanting to play this.
My son. They killed my son.
He's lost a lot of blood. I don't know if he'll make it through the night. Has anyone told his wife yet?
She's gone. She bled out just before they shot him.
Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Cahal. It's good to see your face again.
The cairn is in a bad way.
Dusk, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to keep clear.
You really thought I'd leave you behind like that? You should know me better than that by now. Besides, looks like you need all the help you can get. And I really don't want to lose my front row tickets to the Cahal show.
Thanks, Dusk.
Okay, yeah, no. Thanks sounds real weird coming out of you. Put that shit away.
Well, if you really want to help.
I'll go look after the injured. I rang the weather stormers and asked them to lend us a hand, too. Don't worry about me. You just do what you gotta do.
Okay. Gotta admit, these graphics are kind of PS3 graphics. It's kind of crazy. But that doesn't make the game good or bad in my opinion, so. The question is the story and the gameplay itself.
Good to see you made it through okay.
Thanks in no small part to you. I'm glad you came back, Cahal.
Lambda Mankind really helped us out too. We're lucky to have them with us.
Ludmilla, I got your letter. I know that you could have come and talked to me. But I understand this sort of subject is not my specialty. Thanks for telling me that you are there for me. It's not always easy to take the role of a pack leader. I've had to distance myself from everybody. That's the way it goes. But you're still my sister, and I'm happy to have you in my pack. Rodko. Okay.
It's true. Rodko did change when he became pack leader.
Rodko, I haven't had much time to see you since Aidana was born, and I don't want you to feel as though I've abandoned you, so I've taken some time to write you. A lot has changed these last few months with my marriage to Cahal and the birth of Aidana, and I know that your duties as pack leader take up a lot of your time, but I want you to know that I'm proud of what you're doing for the pack, for Tucker's Mill, and for the fight for Gaia's survival. If ever you want to talk about any of that, know that your little sister is always there for you. Ludmilla.
Aidana was only a few days old when Ludmilla wrote this letter.
Alright. Let's go to the objectives. I'm just interested in this world, so I kind of want to see.
Those bastards. Kidamona. How could they?
Silver. That's what killed her. They had 3 snipers trained on her. She never had a chance.
So how many werewolves are in this pack of this? Because so far I've only seen like, what? 3? 4 maybe?
Didn't even know how to fight. He was a spirit healer, a caretaker of children.
Endrin doesn't show anyone mercy, and we won't either.
Serious? But how? She was in the back, tending to the wounded.
It's all my fault. They had a sniper. I just couldn't take him out in time.
Half of these people just look like they're inside of the ground. It's really weird.
has been many a year since I last felt your presence, warrior of Gaia.
It's been nearly as long since anyone called me that.
Your cairn needs you, and the wild has need of your protection. The Eater of Souls is fighting with all his might to take control of it. And he is winning. The corruption takes many forms, but the effects are always the same. You must help us fight back.
Tarker's mill looks nothing like it did when I left. Yet you still protected the forest with everything you had. Your strength, your aura. What happened to them?
As Gaia weakens, so too do I. The Englings, the Jaglings, the Gafflings, they all suffer in kind. The Eater of Souls tries to corrupt them.
But they're minor spirits.
They are every bit as important as you or I. But in my weakness, I must look on, powerless to act as they disappear. Which is why we need your help. You must help me to combat the worm, to protect the wild.
I came back to find my daughter. Have you seen her?
Adana, a dear friend, and always respectful of nature. You fear for her safety, then? She, too, is fighting for Gaia in her own way. But do not worry. You both walk the same path. You will find each other in time. To fight your battles, you will need power. Power I can provide by helping you develop your warrior gifts.
Thank you, Ethan.
You may find lost spirits during your travels. Return them to me, and I will be able to strengthen your natural abilities. One last request before you depart. Many of your kin fell in combat. I would ask you to bury them. You will find their bodies both inside and around the cairn. Your penumbra vision will show you the way. Soothe their souls and send them to me, so that they may travel to the wild without being captured by the worm.
I will if I can, but my priority is Endron's training center.
Weaken the forces of the worm there, but never forget your brothers and sisters. Gaia needs you.
Okay, so he doesn't even really... I guess he doesn't give you abilities? I'm not sure. He just resets your skills in case you want to reset them. Well, I thought that would be a lot better than that. I like that, because then I can shoot the enemy fast. I do like that a lot. Checking some of these abilities. Oh, that's nice. An activation frenzy now triggers an automatic free healing. I like a lot of these. I feel like I need it for battle. Oh, I like that. And that's important too. Let's go with this one after healing. We'll now keep restoring extra health if it hits enemies. Because we are gonna do that. We're gonna heal and beat the shit out of them. So.
I hope Rodko's changed his mind.
Okay, so what do we do here? Why is that shiny?
They killed Leandra? But she was pregnant.
They knew it too. The fuckers laughed about it as they did it.
What about Xander, her husband?
He saw it happen, and they shot him right after.
Okay, we're gonna start skimming through this just because these... Like, I like reading them in Resident Evil, like the 2 remake, because it's on most of the time they have information about something hidden somewhere, but I think this is just more about... Yeah, it's more about backstory.
Bold and heroic. That's Rodko to a T.
I know what's up there. Doesn't matter. Let's just go. Seems like there's just collectibles around the world. Not, you know. And by collectibles, I'm just letters. It doesn't seem like there's, you know, actual collectibles. But they might introduce some different collectibles, so. Alright, let's go.
I went to see Fenn. He's gotten so weak. Please, Rodko, let me help you. Let me deal with this training center.
Why is it that you care now, Cahal? We were so easy to ignore when we went right in front of you. What? You want to be part of the pack again?
I want to help the pack. I want to protect Adana.
But you don't intend to rejoin us.
I've already given into rage and killed one of our kin, Rodko. I can't take the risk of doing it again.
You already know I disagree. Nonetheless, we are united by those we mourn. So I'll accept your help.
So what can you tell me about this so-called training center?
Ava managed to get a hold of the mine blueprints to help us prepare for our previous attack. The site's weak point is its power supply. They apparently haven't had the time to give it a proper upgrade. The whole thing is powered by one big propane tank, just like it was when it was a mine.
I see. So if I blow up the tank, the whole mine will cave in, taking the training center with it. Then we'll need explosives. You'll be happy to know I didn't come back empty-handed.
I'm aware. I met your new friend, Dusk, right? He gave me the explosives you two stole. We've still got a problem, though. You don't know the layout of the site, and I'm too injured to go with you. Huh. I don't like touching the stuff, but I suppose I'll use Ava's radio equipment to guide you. That should do the trick.
Perfect. So we'll stay in radio contact.
Take the explosives and go. Good luck, Cahal.
Dusk, my friend, I owe you.
Go, Fianna warrior, and survive.
Okay, so how do we bury them?
They're currently recruiting at their training center.
Then, perhaps I need to enlist.
You hear the internal motto around here?
The cost of the fine is always less than the cost of compliance.
Bingo. Won't see that one in their ads.
You here to enlist?
Yeah, hear you've been having some trouble lately.
You hear correctly. We were attacked a few days ago. We pushed them back, but let's just say we're a little understaffed right now.
What's in this training program of yours anyway?
That's classified. But those who survive their training become real killing machines. With real thick wallets, too. What do you say? You interested?
Absolutely.
That's the spirit. Did you register on our website?
Nah, I prefer to do things in person.
Can't say I blame you. What's your name?
Cahal Phil.
Cahal Philin. Hell of a name. There you go. You're on the list. All right, then. Go report to the instructor for testing. He's in the warehouse. Oh, and one last thing. Looking at you, it's pretty obvious you've done some time. Try not to mention that. The instructor hates ex-cons. This way. Control, I've got a candidate for you.
Welcome. If you're looking to sign up, you have to talk to the instructor. Head over to that building in the courtyard.
I'm here to be recruited.
You? How'd you make it through the physical without breaking a hip? All right, Gramps. Let me just find you on the list here.
I signed up at the entrance. Cahal Fillin.
Ah, right. Here you are. Now let's get down to business. You ready for the interview?
I'm ready.
Let's start with a technical question then. Our assault troops are equipped with a new type of pump-action rifle. What kind of sight is it equipped with?
I have no clue.
A holographic sight.
That's right. Let's talk Endron now. The company has an internal motto for those in the know. Can you tell me what it is?
Greener today for a brighter tomorrow? I have no clue again. I think it's this one. But I want to go with this one. Let's
Greener
go.
today for a brighter tomorrow.
Look around you, dumbass. Do you think Endron gives a shit about going green? That's just the swill we serve the masses. Okay, enough of this paper-pushing bullshit. I know a combat vet when I see one. Welcome to Endron's training program. Head over to the waiting room. Someone will come get you new recruits in a few minutes.
Understood.
So you managed to get through their test just like that. Well done. They want to make you wait. We don't have time for that. You should see a command post overlooking the waiting room. You'll have a computer inside and a service door leading into the mine. That computer will allow you to open the service door and cut communications with the lower floor. And the people here won't know what's going on in the training center.
We'll use the point later. I don't really think I need to use it right now. So. Go ahead and save it. Quick and easy kill. This should allow us to just sneak around now. Oh, crap. Let's see what moves they make. I think I make it. There you go, up, huh? players.
I'm in the mine.
The propane tank's at the center of the site. There should be a service door that leads there.
Major Grainer's offering a bonus for anyone who brings back one of their leaders' heads.
Damn. Cross your fingers we're gonna be part of the team for the next attack.
About to undergo a state-of-the-art training regimen to transform you from a flabby disappointment into a hardened killer. Once your training is over, you'll be outfitted with the best equipment that money can buy. Before you begin, you'll be given a checkup by our medical staff. During this time, with a serum reserved for the Endron elite. Serum will heighten your reflexes like that spell.
I see the tank.
You're going to have to cut through the medical sector to get there.
They're injecting something into their recruits.
We're aware. Endron's soldiers reek of the worm. We've been trying for weeks to figure out just what's in that serum of theirs.
How long will it be before our latest batch of recruits is trained?
2 months for most of them. Less for the ones who react well to the serum.
Major brainer when she returns.
What the hell? What the? Put it down!
So the injections have something to do with the worm.
We think so, but we can't prove it yet. That's one of the things Ava and Adana are investigating.
There's silver here. Lots of it. The smell's overwhelming.
You must be in their armory. The propane tank's downstairs from you.
Alert! All personnel. The security of this installation has been compromised. This site is under lockdown. Evacuate
I made it to the propane tank, but there's a soldier guarding it. He's more monster than man, though. Just muscles stacked on muscles.
One of their elite soldiers. One way or another, you're gonna have to deal with him.
Security's detected an intruder, but he's not going anywhere now that we've got the site locked down. Stay on your guard, and put a bullet in him.
Let's make a run.
Now to set the explosives. There we go. The explosives are in place.
Time for you to get out of there. system isn't running, those ducts will lead you straight outside.
Search the warehouse. If you find the intruder, don't try to play hero. Give the alert immediately.
What's the latest on the program?
The flamethrower exos have just cleared testing. Just got the green light for their deployment.
Good. Keep it up.
Watch out! He could be close. Keep your eyes open.
What the hell?
We've got a killer in our midst.
We have a security.
almost at the control room.
Steel yourself. Cutting the ventilation won't go unnoticed.
Oh shit!